In this video, we'll be taking a look at 4 NBA games happening on April 6, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 8 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 4 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Cleveland Cavaliers versus Los Angeles Lakers. In an intriguing matchup between two NBA teams vying for playoff position, the Cleveland Cavaliers will visit the Los Angeles Lakers in the City of Angels. The Cavaliers come into this game following a disappointing 122-101 loss to the Phoenix Suns on Thursday night. This defeat marked their 6th loss in the last 9 games. On the other side, the Lakers managed a narrow 125-120 victory over the Washington Wizards in their most recent outing, extending their winning streak to 8 wins out of 9 games. Despite their recent setbacks, the Lakers have historically had the upper hand in regular season encounters against the Cavaliers, leading the series 69-53 with a victory in their first meeting this season. Cleveland Cavaliers have hit a rough patch lately, losing 6 of their last 9 games. They will look to bounce back after a heavy defeat to the Suns, where Donovan Mitchell led the team with 24 points. Despite solid individual performances from Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen, the Cavaliers struggled defensively against the Suns' potent offense, especially Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, who combined for 72 points. Meanwhile, the Lakers have been on a hot streak, winning 8 of their last 9 games. Anthony Davis has been in exceptional form, recording a double-double in their recent win over the Wizards with 35 points and 18 rebounds. The Cavaliers will continue to be without key players Dean Wade, Craig Porter, and Isaac Okoro, while the Lakers remain sidelined without Christian Wood and Jared Vanderbilt. The two teams find themselves in contrasting positions within their respective conferences, with the Cavaliers battling to secure the number 3 seed in the Eastern Conference amidst fierce competition from teams like the Magic and Knicks. In contrast, the Lakers are striving to climb higher in the Western Conference standings, currently occupying a play-in tournament spot, just 1.5 games behind the Phoenix Suns and Sacramento Kings. This game highlights the diverging paths of these two teams. While the Cavaliers have struggled recently, losing 6 of their last 9 games, the Lakers have surged, winning 8 of their last 9 matchups. Despite their comparable records, the Cavaliers hold a higher seed in the East compared to the Lakers in the West. Both teams face a back-to-back situation, with the Cavaliers playing the Clippers the next day and the Lakers hosting Minnesota. Riding a wave of momentum, the Lakers aim to secure a more secure playoff position, so the Los Angeles Lakers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full-game side pick. Anthony Davis has been a standout performer for the Lakers, recording impressive statistics including his 61st double-double of the season against the Wizards. His stellar free throw shooting and overall contributions have been pivotal for the Lakers. With a strong offense and a tendency to control the pace of play, the Lakers have consistently seen high-scoring games at home. Therefore, over the projected total is our full-game total pick. Detroit Pistons versus Brooklyn Nets. This Saturday evening, the Detroit Pistons will head over to the Barclays Center for an away game against the Brooklyn Nets. The Pistons will be coming off a game the night before, making it a back-to-back situation for them. On Wednesday, the Nets secured a victory against the Indiana Pacers. The Detroit Pistons have been struggling significantly, losing 11 out of their last 12 games. They are aiming to avoid another defeat after losing by a margin of 108-90 to the Grizzlies last night. Jaden Ivey led the team with an impressive 31 points, shooting 10 out of 15 from the field. Jalen Duren contributed 17 points along with 10 rebounds, while Jalen Noel scored 12 points off the bench. However, the team collectively shot only 40% from the field and struggled from the three-point line, making just 8 out of 30 attempts. The Pistons faced a tough start and trailed by 19 points at halftime, eventually losing by 18 points despite a late-game push. On the other hand, the Brooklyn Nets have been in relatively good form, winning 4 of their last 6 games. They are determined to continue this positive streak after narrowly defeating the Pacers with a score of 115-111 at home on Wednesday. Cam Thomas led the Nets with 27 points, shooting 9 of 21 from the field. Noah Clowney made an impact off the bench with 22 points and 10 rebounds, while Nicholas Claxton contributed 14 points. 13 rebounds, and 4 blocks. The Nets had a strong second quarter, scoring 42 points and turning a 14-point deficit into a 13-point lead, ultimately securing the win in a closely contested match. The Pistons continue to face challenges with key players like Simone Fontecchio, Cade Cunningham, and Isaiah Stewart sidelined due to injuries. Similarly, the Nets are missing Cameron Johnson and Dennis Smith Jr. Brooklyn has recently discovered promising talent in Noah Clowney, who achieved career highs of 22 points and 10 rebounds in just 17 minutes of play. He has emerged as a significant asset for the Nets and is expected to have a more regular role for the remainder of the season. This game serves as a preview for the next season, as both teams have been eliminated from playoff contention. Given the circumstances, younger players like Clowney are likely to feature prominently. With Cade Cunningham possibly sitting out again, the Pistons are focusing on preparing for the future. Throughout the season, the Pistons have struggled, consistently ranking among the league's bottom teams. Playing in their second consecutive game and facing a Nets squad that has found some rhythm with 4 wins in their last 6 games, the Pistons face an uphill battle. Based on recent form and expectations, the Nets are favored to win this matchup against the struggling Pistons. The Nets are expected to maintain their positive momentum, so the Brooklyn Nets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In terms of playstyle, both teams are known for their pace of play, ranking 9th and 7th, respectively, in the league. This matchup could see minimal emphasis on defense, with both sides likely to experiment with their younger talent. Players like Flynn, who recently achieved a career-high 50-point game, and Noah Clowney are anticipated to receive extended playing time. Given the potential lack of defensive intensity, this game is likely to surpass the projected total score. Therefore, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Philadelphia 76ers versus Memphis Grizzlies. The Philadelphia 76ers, who have seen a resurgence in their game, are journeying to Memphis this Saturday to face off against the Grizzlies as the NBA regular season moves closer to its end. The Sixers are coming off 3 consecutive wins, a streak that coincided with the return of Joel Embiid, the 2022-2023 MVP, to their lineup. On the other hand, the Grizzlies, with a record of 26-50 for the season, are headed towards the NBA draft lottery. Philadelphia's basketball team is currently on an upward trajectory, aiming for a 4th consecutive victory after a hard-fought 109-105 road triumph against the Heat on Thursday. Tyrese Maxey played a pivotal role, notching 37 points, along with 9 rebounds and 11 assists. Joel Embiid contributed 29 points, making 11 of 25 shots, while Kelly Oubre Jr. added 18 points. The 76ers shot 46% from the field and made 14 of 40 attempts from beyond the arc. Despite losing a 16-point lead, they showcased impressive defensive prowess in the 4th quarter, limiting the Heat to just 10 points in the final 10:39 to secure a gritty victory. Concurrently, the Memphis Grizzlies are also picking up steam, vying for their own 4th consecutive win following a decisive 108-90 triumph over the Pistons the previous night. Trey Jesmison led the team with 17 points, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks on 7 of 9 shooting. Malzahn Apera contributed 17 points off the bench, while Scottie Pippen Jr. chipped in with 16 points, 7 assists, and 4 steals. The Grizzlies shot 46% from the field and made 10 of 31 attempts from long range. They dominated the Pistons from the outset, leading 57-38 at halftime and extending their advantage to 27 points in the 3rd quarter. In terms of player availability, the 76ers might be without several key contributors, including Tyrese Maxey, Mo Bamba, Joel Embiid, and Tobias Harris, all listed as questionable. While the Grizzlies are currently playing excellent basketball, this matchup might pose challenges for them. Memphis narrowly won their previous encounter on March 6th against the 76ers by 6 points, with both Embiid and Maxey absent. The 76ers have recently defeated 2 formidable NBA teams and seem to be returning to their dominant form before Embiid's injury. The absence of Jaren Jackson Jr. due to injury is a significant setback for the Grizzlies, given his recent offensive exploits. With Joel Embiid back on the court, the Sixers boast greater depth and talent compared to the Grizzlies. Moreover, they have the advantage of facing a depleted opponent on the second night of a back-to-back while being well-rested themselves. Philadelphia's ability to spread the floor around Embiid and exploit the Grizzlies' vulnerabilities, particularly their 19th-ranked defense against the three-point shot, could prove pivotal. The Grizzlies are are also grappling with injuries to several key frontcourt players, which could further compound their challenges against Embiid. Expectations of a high-scoring performance from Memphis should be tempered, as they rank last in scoring offense and field goal shooting in the NBA, despite their frequent attempts from beyond the arc. The Grizzlies' roster remains depleted, with key players such as Marcus Smart, Derrick Rose, Ja Morant, and Desmond Bane still sidelined. This game calls for close scrutiny of the lineups before tip-off, especially given the injury concerns plaguing the 76ers. Playing their second consecutive game, the Grizzlies could struggle against a motivated Philadelphia squad, regardless of who takes the court. Without Jaren Jackson Jr. leading the charge, the Grizzlies are likely to face challenges on both offense and defense. Consequently, the Philadelphia 76ers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. While the 76ers are expected to contribute significantly to the scoring tally, the Grizzlies have struggled to generate consistent offensive output throughout the season. They rank last in the NBA in scoring and are also the league's worst shooting team. The 76ers will approach this game with focus and determination, aiming to maintain their position ahead of the Heat and potentially catch the Pacers for the 6th spot in the Eastern Conference. The 76ers have notably improved on the defensive end in the latter half of the season, limiting their last two opponents to just 105 points. The absence of key scorers on the Grizzlies' side, particularly Jaren Jackson Jr., who scored 30 points in their previous meeting with the 76ers, will likely impact their offensive capabilities. Both teams prefer a more deliberate pace, with the 76ers ranked 18th and the Grizzlies 17th in the NBA in terms of pace. Expect the 76ers to establish an early lead and potentially rest their starters in the latter part of the game. This matchup is poised to be one-sided, with the Grizzlies struggling to breach the 100-point mark. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Atlanta Hawks versus Denver Nuggets. On Saturday, the Atlanta Hawks are set to face off against the Denver Nuggets on the road. Atlanta is coming into this game after a recent 109-95 loss to the Dallas Mavericks, while Denver is also coming off a defeat, having lost 102-100 to the Los Angeles Clippers. The Atlanta Hawks have shown decent form lately, winning 6 of their last 8 games. However, they'll want to rebound strongly from their last defeat against the Mavericks. Bogdan Bogdanovic led the team with 17 points, supported by DeJounte Murray with 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Garrison Matthews contributed 14 points off the bench on efficient shooting. Despite these efforts, the Hawks struggled with shooting efficiency, hitting just 40% from the field and 34% from beyond the arc. They especially faltered in the second and fourth quarters, which led to their decisive loss. On the other hand, the Denver Nuggets have been in impressive form, winning 11 of their last 15 games. Nonetheless, they are eager for a better outcome after falling short against the Clippers. Nikola Jokic delivered an exceptional performance with a triple-double of 36 points, 17 rebounds, and 10 assists. Aaron Gordon and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope also made notable contributions. Despite a strong start and a sizable lead, the Nuggets couldn't maintain control, ultimately losing a close game due to late-game errors. The Hawks will continue to miss key players such as Trae Young, Saddiq Bey, and Onyeka Okongwu, while the Nuggets are likely to be without Jamal Murray once again. As the Hawks push towards the postseason, they must continue to improve. With just 5 games left, they'll strive to bounce back from their recent loss to Dallas. Atlanta's turnovers and missed free throws cost them dearly in their last outing, but they'll look to rectify those mistakes in the upcoming game. Looking ahead to the matchup in Denver, the Hawks will rely on DeJounte Murray's stellar performances to keep them competitive until the final whistle. Despite their absentees, Atlanta possesses one of the league's top offenses, which could keep the game tight, possibly narrowing the score gap towards the end. Expecting a strong offensive showing from both teams, the game is likely to be closely contested. Atlanta's offensive prowess, combined with potential vulnerabilities in Denver's defense due to injuries, suggests an opportunity for the Hawks to capitalize and keep the game within reach. So the Atlanta Hawks to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Regarding the game's total score, the trends favor an over outcome. Following an Atlanta loss this season, the over has hit 22 times out of 40 games. Additionally, in non-conference matchups, the over has prevailed in 16 out of 28 games involving Atlanta. In conclusion, with both teams boasting high offensive ratings and potential defensive vulnerabilities due to injuries, the stage is set for an intense and high-scoring affair. Expect Atlanta's offensive tempo to dictate the pace, potentially leading to a high-scoring affair. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.